So you can use a tape diagram to represent ratios and solve ratio problems. So this will be a little bit more in-depth than we did. You're not just going to be given like two numbers and write a ratio. It's going to be a little bit more critical thinking about ratios and how numbers compare to one another. The tape diagram allows us to visualize the ratio. Okay? Here's example 1. So this is what a tape diagram looks like. It kind of looks like a tape measure, I guess. Like if you think about a tape measure and you pull it out flat, it's like a rectangle, right? So this is a tape diagram. It just uses little rectangles. We've got two ratios here. The blue one is going to represent one ratio, and the green one is going to represent one ratio. A lot of these will be like a word problem. So make one tape diagram with 3 rectangles, and then one little diagram underneath with one rectangle. They don't have to be different colors. You could just sort of shade them. Shade one and don't shade the other or something. Here's what it says. It says this tape diagram represents blue monsters to green monsters. So for this example, I think they were talking about like a computer game or something in the book, but anyways. Blue monsters to green monsters. You can see from the diagram which one did you catch more of, Colin? Blue. Just by looking. But then it gives us a little something more specific. It says you caught 10 green monsters. So this green square represents how many? 10, right? So even though it looks like, oh, there's 3 and there's 1, actually each box represents 10 monsters. So if one box represents 10 monsters, then it also applies up here. They're always divided up equally. So if you caught 10 green monsters, how many blue did you catch? 30, right? Because we know that each little rectangle has to represent the same amount because it is a ratio. And if we know that the one green monster the one green box represents 10 monsters, if there are 3 boxes in the blue, that means we caught 30 blue monsters because we would add 10 plus 10 plus 10. So example 2 says there are 3 bones in a cat for every 4 bones in a dog. So if a cat has 3, then a dog has 4. So the ratio of cat to dog would be 3 to 4, okay? It says the cat has 240 bones.